Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome all traders. We're gonna analyze your GBP CAD today. What we're gonna do is again go through a full analysis. In our later videos, what we'll do is go through just 1 hour and daily charts to see, those intraday trades. Um, and we're going to have a more in-depth look at those ones. But for now, we're looking at GBP CAD. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, traders. Welcome back to Analyst on Demand. We're going to have a quick look at our Great British Pound, Canadian dollar. We're going to do a full analysis. I know it's long-winded, but the important thing is you need to have a bigger picture to make things simple when you go to the smaller charts. If you look at it straight away, you can go, okay, I'm gonna start, potentially selling this market. Just like a general look. If you look at all of those four charts, you just think, yeah, I think I should be selling this market. But let's just go in and verify and validate that. Okay, cool. If you can see here, ooh, I don't know why the color, it's pink. Let's change it to black. All right, and here's our second one. All right, you can see at this point here, it's causing some resistance. So be mindful, that we're potentially expecting a down move now. Now, again, just to have a quick look, all we want to do on the later charts is to verify whatever that means. So again, it's very important. Ooh, come back, please. Okay, cool. It's verifying for sure that it more than likely is going in that direction from here. Looks like it's just gone past a 5.0, and it's between a 5.0. It's actually at that 2.7 pullback. So again, be mindful that we're looking for potential down moves here. Does that make any sense to you all? Cool. Let me just mark these down so I can delete the fibs. I don't know if this does it to you, but whenever time I look at fibs with too much, charts with too much writing on it, I get does something. It's like having a dirty house. It's a lot of clutter I can do without. Cool. Let's just move on quickly to a weekly chart. Yeah, that's the crazy candles. We're going to start from about here. Actually, but yeah, we want to see what that means. These are obviously incorrect candles, so I'm not going to actually pay them any attention. Okay, it's 86%. So we're looking at about here. Let's double check. 2.7. Yeah, that should be right. Let's just get our fibs down here. Again, guys, this is really easy, but I also say always mark them. So you can you can see where everything is at a glance without having all the fib numbers that you don't need or use straight away. So there we go. And if you're not sure, you can always draw them back up again. There we go. So from here you can see it's about a 5.0, which is a deeper retracement. Stochastic sign of a sold zone, so expecting it to move up. Again, it's quite difficult to say at this point. So what we're gonna do is when we move on to the smaller charts, and guys, if you're not sure about it, here's what I'd like it. Here's what you need to see. So this is a bigger chart, yeah. And this we're looking. Well, let's take these off. All right. So we just saw this. Yep. We just saw the chart do this. Yeah. All right. And then we're seeing it go up a little bit. Technically, what we just looked at. When we're looking at a smaller chart, we're looking at, okay, so we looked at the weekly, it still says it's going down, so it kind of almost mirrored what the monthly chart said. On a daily chart now, what we would see is what we need to pay attention to is this move, because we're looking for entries. At the moment, we're seeing the market going up. So we're seeing entries and we're looking for this turning point here. If there is a turning point, we want to see a turning point that's coming back down, so we can see that it is an actual turning point. And if you can remember the candlestick formation that works, that the candlestick, the formation that's you're expecting at this turning point, that tells you or gives you a cue that the market's going in the opposite direction. I'll give you a second to try and remember. Oh, seconds up. Yes, it's a king's crown. So, I know my drawings aren't all that great, but yes. So technically, you see the market go up. It tops up. This is generally your AB that gets taken out when it breaks the trend line and comes back and tests that backside that trend line and pushes back down again. So always just be mindful that when you are looking at charts, is that's what you're looking for. You're wanting to understand those on a bigger chart and how that works with a smaller chart, because what you don't want is consistently to get confused when it comes to trading. Not sure why it's not. This one doesn't really want to go. But yes, so we're looking for that on a. It really does not want to go. All right, let's just leave it alone. It's not going to hurt us. So what we're looking for is that turning point. So we're not going to go up and down. We're just going to go to see if we've taken out an A on that up move. Does that make sense to you guys? Cool, cool, cool. All right, deep retracement. We're looking at what about here? All right. Just make sure we have two to the left on this one. No, we don't. So it's here. All right, let's just start drawing our. I know it's a tad bit annoying, but when you close your charts up and you pull the mark up and you're looking at it, you're not confused, and you're not looking at a chart as well that has like loads and loads of writing on it. That'll confuse the living daylights out of you. So that's 786. So we're looking at a 27. Let's hit that 27. Okay. Okay. So up here, that does not doesn't the first one with two to the left. All right. All right, now it's a shallow bounce. Again, it looks like it's going to hit that D. All right, it has. There we go. The good thing about MTI charts, and I absolutely love it about that, love that about it, is that it remembers all your analysis, so you don't actually have to remember it or get all panicky that you have to do it every single time. So when you've done this once, you know you don't actually have to do it again, unless you didn't do it correctly in the first place. But it's always good to take your time and do it right the first time. Okay. Based on my past resistance, future support, I'm looking for it to come down to about here. What I'm gonna do is draw a counter trend, a small counter trend fib. Let's just take this off. I'll delete them all and put this one back so you can see. I'll just do a quick counter trend. Right, this one's the highest one. There we go. Oops. There we go. 2. There we go. That one got hit. Okay, we're expecting it. You know, our first target for this trade, if we had to go, first target for it to come down is at that 2.7 right here. So it has a few pips. But generally, if I had to trade this, I'd trade it all the way down here, potential, mainly because it's past support, futures resistance, and is generally where I put my entries for trades. So again, yeah. All right, let's have a quick look. Now for this one, we're just looking at the downtrend. You can tell straight away that this one got taken out. So we're gonna just use from here. So let's try this one. There we go. Okay, 86. I'm going down here. And let's see. All right, so we look like we've just hit a D. Yep, it hit a 5.0, came back and tapped in on that D. So we're expecting it to pull back. What I tend to do for a trade entry, guys, is if I'm a position trader, so what I'll tend to do is just look at it, and you know, you need to make sure that you look at it sort of logically and that it makes sense to you. But you know that if you had to do a counter trend trade, you know, your first target would be that 382. So you trade to that 382 at the first sign of a bearish candlestick formation. My entry would, because I'm a little bit more risk averse and like a deeper retracement, so I more than likely would put my entry around about the 618, which is 83.30, to make my life easier. And you know, I like good equity management. My stop loss would be up here, 84, 83, yeah. And my stop loss, my limit order would be 10 pips before this 618, 78.67, 78. $78.76, yeah, somewhere around here would be my limit. And I'll just leave it. I'll place an entry order, and leave it. Wait until it gets. And when I, you know, if I wanted to trade smaller trades like scalping, I would generally just go on a 15-minute and scalp that trade up up to that entry level to